the moment destiny began. Luffy was only 4 when life had already shown him its harshest side. Left at the steps of a quiet old church, he was taken to the nearby orphanage, a place full of children waiting for families, yet somehow Luffy was always the one overlooked. He was small, shy, and carried a sadness in his eyes that made him look older than his years. But destiny had a different plan for him, one he could never have imagined. Sun behind small cloud emoji, Ace and Robin's silent pain. Ace and Robin were a loving couple who had spent years trying to build a family. They tried every treatment, every prayer, every hope, but nothing worked. Their home was warm, their hearts were open, but the silence of a child's laughter echoed painfully through their lives. Still, they never gave up on the dream of becoming parents. Car emoji, the accident that wasn't an accident. One sunny afternoon, Luffy was playing in the orphanage yard. His favorite red ball bounced a little too far, rolling onto the road. Luffy ran after it, innocent and unaware. At that same moment, Ace and Robin were driving past. A sudden break. A small body falling. A scream. A heartbeat stopping. Ace rushed out of the car, trembling. Robin was already kneeling beside the boy, tears in her eyes. Luffy was hurt, but alive. And that moment, though frightening, was the moment destiny tied their lives together. Hospital emoji, a bond begins. Ace and Robin refused to leave Luffy alone at the hospital. They stayed by his bedside, held his hand, brought him toys, told him stories, and comforted him when he cried. For the first time in his life, Luffy felt something he had never felt before. Wanted. Robin brushed his hair gently. Ace made him laugh with silly faces. And Luffy, slowly, began to trust them. Days turned into weeks. Visits turned into routines. And love, real, warm, unconditional love, began to grow. Yellow heart emoji, a family chosen by fate. One evening, as Luffy held Ace's hand tightly, he whispered the first words he had ever said to them. "Don't go." Ace looked at Robin. Robin looked at Ace. And they both knew. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't coincidence. This was destiny giving them the child they had been waiting for. And giving Luffy the parents he had always deserved. They began the adoption process immediately. And soon, the papers were signed. The day Luffy walked out of the orphanage holding Ace and Robin's hands, he wasn't an orphan anymore. He was Luffy Ace Robin. A boy chosen by luck, love, and destiny. Rainbow emoji, happily ever after. Their home was no longer silent. It was filled with laughter, tiny footsteps, bedtime stories, and warm hugs. Ace and Robin finally had the family they dreamed of. Luffy finally had the parents he prayed for. And together, they lived a life stitched together by fate. A reminder that sometimes, the most beautiful families are the ones destiny creates in the most unexpected ways.